Bye, have a great time.
ADR, this is King Black, everybody's favorite Light King online, and I just want to say that I'm going to be starting a new series called Latin King Says, and this is where I'm going to be talking about a topic of my choosing and my interest, and it may or may not be gang related, and it may or may not be trending right now, which I'm going to try not to jump on those bandwagons, but you never know. This is YouTube. You know how it is. Anyways, let's get into what I want to talk about. I want to talk about Cardi B deleting her Instagram. So a lot of people are getting heated over it, which I don't really understand. So Cardi B took her page down, citing that she was just tired of reading all these hater messages and this and that, and it's understandable. People got to leave the girl alone. I mean, she's pregnant. She's trying to nurture a human being growing inside of her. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people have been criticizing her ever since the whole flu incident. Which you got to remember, Cardi B is a blood from New York, and she takes that color thing seriously almost as much as Chris Brown in his Freaky Friday video. Then people started, I don't know, hating on her because she forgave Offset for cheating on her, and then she tried to justify it by saying, nobody knows anything about her. She hasn't always been innocent, even though she didn't elaborate further. Could this mean that she may have at times cheated on Offset? Who knows, man. But it's obvious that the girl's in love with Offset. Whether or not Offset decides to behave, I don't know. That's on him, especially now that he's going to have a kid. Every man has a responsibility to be a responsible father to his child. Now, Cardi B deleting her Instagram shouldn't have her fans heated. I mean, I'm pretty sure she's going to come back. Just because she deleted it doesn't mean for the rest of her lifetime she ain't never going to make an appearance on social media. People, I don't know, man. Like, we live in this instant gratification society that, man, if I can't check out what Cardi B's posting today, man, I can't go throughout my day, man. That's my cup of coffee. That's what it seems like. But some people might be quick to say, but King Black, she's a celebrity. She's in the public face, in the public eye every day. She needs to maintain that thing active. She has to show an interest in her fans. And okay, yeah, I get it. I get it. But at the same time, she's only one person. She can't be stretched too thin. And once again, I go back to the pregnancy thing. It ain't the same thing. Hormones are affecting her right now. She's got to think about what's best for her health and her kid. And reading a whole bunch of troll comments or hater comments stressing her out isn't going to do her any good. No matter the positive messages that may also be, or well wishes there may be on there for her. People are always going to rag on her for one reason or another. If it's not because she's a blood, it's going to be because of the Offset thing. If it ain't because of the Offset thing, it's going to be because of her personality or the way she talks. With that New York kind of accent, with that loud Dominican talking manner. One thing about Hispanics, man, as well as a lot of black people too, man, is they're loud, and I lump myself in with the Hispanics because I'm Puerto Rican, and we're loud here. We're loud in New York. We're loud wherever we are. You will know there's Puerto Ricans around. And matter of fact, it's funny how many Puerto Rican jokes there are in movies if you really pay attention. Even though the focus is on Mexican immigrants and all this and all that, you don't really hear that many Mexican jokes in movies compared to Puerto Ricans. There's a derogatory term out there that I heard in a major movie. What was it? In the show Shameless. The guy said he took a Puerto Rican bath. Man, that was some shit. I never even heard of that term. I had to Google that crap up. And you know what it said? What a Puerto Rican bath is? I'm gonna tell you. It says that a Puerto Rican bath is where the person doesn't have time to take a shower, so they bathe themselves in cologne or perfume to smell good to mask the scent. And I know Puerto Rico ain't no third world country because we're part of the U.S., but people shower. All right, I don't get where that term came from. That shit might have came from the 50s and 60s, same way that spit came about and all the other derogatory terms for races. But man, but yeah, it makes no sense to be getting mad about it because that term isn't used prevalently in media. But I'm just saying, people got to calm down. A deleted Instagram page or one that's temporarily inactive ain't the end of the world. Cardi B is just doing what's best for her and her family. If she don't feel like looking at all those messages or posts and people tagging her and stuff that she doesn't want to be involved in, you can't blame the girl. Especially now with this recent incident of her security beating on that guy, which I don't even know the full story yet. But she said after the fact that people got to understand that she's pregnant now and she wants to feel safe and protected, and she doesn't know exactly what happened, but fans get overzealous and the security handles the situation. Whether or not he's going to try and sue Cardi B or Offset, remains to be seen. But who can blame him, man? There's a lot of crazy people. All it takes is one person to do something crazy to ignite a spark. You know, like all these terrorist attacks. People say, how can you stop it? It's hard to stop terrorists. Because you might have somebody who has led the first 30, 20, 40, 50 years of their life as a normal citizen in society who respects life. And all of a sudden, the switch just turns the other way, man. And they get into a car and plow through a crowd. They make a homemade device and create carnage. And celebrities, since they're always in the public eye, man, you have fans that are a little bit crazy. Think John Lennon. Think what happened to this one girl that was an American Idol or something, or it was a famous YouTuber, Christina something. That she was at a meet and greet with her fans, and some guy came and shot her. You know what I'm saying? Things happen, and you gotta be prepared for it. All it takes is one person. Why do you think the Pope goes around in that Pope mobile that's bulletproof? Well, or most of the time, he's in the Pope mobile. Why do you think that Pope mobile exists? Why do you think that the president rides around in the Beast? JFK, all it takes is a bullet, 1 second, less than a second, for your life to end. And when you're that recognized and that in the public, everybody knows who you are, but you don't know everybody and you don't know what their intentions are. People could be hiding their true intentions until they get close enough to you that you can't do anything about it. They can masquerade as your number one fan, have all this thing trying to look cute or something like that, or if they're really sinister, have a kid nearby to get you near to where they're at, and then do something to you. And her being pregnant, she doesn't want to take that risk. Her dealing with the haters and people blaming her for staying with Offset, she doesn't want to deal with it. It's her choice. She wants to stay with Offset. She just doesn't want to keep reading all this stuff and whatever drama people are trying to start. People like to see the world burn. They're trying to ignite that flame. Now, what good is it for people to, take the Chloe and Tristan Thompson situation. He cheated on her. There's multiple videos that came out. But supposedly they've been seen together in the public recently. Many people are quick to say, if I was her, I would have left his ass and all that. But look, no matter what he did to her, like let's say the father is a cheater. Okay, well, you don't have to be with him. But it's always better for the parent, whether it's the mother or the father, to be in the life of the child. Regardless of what's happening between you two, you guys don't have to be together. You guys don't have to sleep together. But it's good to remain a quote-unquote professional relationship with each other for your kid. You don't want him growing up hating one parent or the other. You know what I'm saying? A parent needs both sides. You know, and there's people out there who have lost their parents at a young age, and they missed out on that, man. But just gotta give Cardi B some time. It will all work itself out, and she'll be back online, sticking her tongue out for the world to see, showing off her nails, her new Bentley. Don't worry about it. You know, don't make such a big deal, Cardi B. The blood from New York. The blood from New York. And she's told kids also that even though she's in the gang, don't join the gang. Living this kind of life, it's kind of like playing Russian roulette. You're just constantly, every day is a new pull of the trigger. When you are identified as part of a member of an organization, regardless of if you've ever committed any criminal acts or not, you become a target to rivals, to law enforcement. You will always be under that magnifying glass. You will always have your haters, and not always do they become your motivators. ADR King Black out.